Die Bully Love Story in Italien bringt uns heute an den Gardasee bzw. in die Nähe und dort werden wir Stefano treffen. Stefano fährt einen T1, den er umgebaut hat zum Wohnmobil und im Gegensatz zu vielen anderen ist er damit auch richtig viel unterwegs und da bin ich echt gespannt, weil er scheint nicht nur zu reisen, er scheint Fotos zu machen, Videos und auch noch Sportler zu sein. Von daher seid gespannt, was uns die Geschichte bringt.
Wow!
Hello!
Hi,
I'm Christian.
I'm Stefano, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And what an amazing place!
You like it?
Absolutely!
Well, this is one of my homes.
No, really?
Yeah, so welcome.
Yeah, it looks really amazing.
People say it's tiny, it depends how you look at it. I see it as I have everything what I need to live. So basically what I did is I use this part as you can see, you know, like this is the storage for the kitchen. This is a kitchen that a friend of mine made with local second-hand piece of marble. I love to cook and I wanted to have like proper fireplace so that I can you know, eat Italian style. We have a fridge. Yeah, there is you know, everything what I need for the kitchen. This will be the bed, which basically slides down and this whole part becomes a bed.
Let us go a little bit around.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Show me the other things.
So basically, as I was telling you, this is where we have our water tank, outdoor shower, the pump for the water and the heating. This is storage for all the sports equipment.
You have a toilet on board?
We do have a toilet, of course, so basically it's here. Chemical, more than enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I do have all the controls for the solar panel, as I'm kind of independent. I've lived fully in this van for a year.
No.
Yes, and I've never you know, plugged in anywhere else, so just using solar panel. This is more than enough for me, like there's everything. And I live together with my wife in this van.
For 1 year.
Yeah. You have space enough because me and my wife were living in it and suddenly a baby arrived.
No!
So I don't know if it's either made in Italy or made in Germany.
So it's an amazing car what you have set up here, and it's such a great story to hear that you're now traveling with 3 of you. And traveling is a good thing, so maybe you show me around a little bit here to go to lunch.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can. The sun is shining, so we can go somewhere that I can cook
That's
for
perfect.
you. So, I'll take you out for lunch, I said.
Wow, and you said your garden is in nature.
You see, like this, I can change garden for breakfast, one garden for lunch, one garden for dinner. So let me cook something for you.
I'm
Okay.
looking forward to it, and
Okay.
let me serve you the coffee afterwards.
That's great. It's a deal. Welcome again to Italy.
Thanks for having me.
So buon appetito. Okay, so this was the pasta. I hope you have enjoyed it.
It was delicious. And now let me offer you some coffee.
That's great. So we can make a toast with the coffee as well.
Yeah, no, it's coffee free. When you travel around with your van, how can you find these nice spots?
That's that's quite a difficult question. It comes, I guess, from the experience, you know, as traveling as lifestyle. Basically, just looking at the map or looking around, you think, oh, that looks nice. Or when you zoom in on, luckily we have digital devices who are really helpful.
Absolutely.
And when you zoom in, you think, oh, that spot looks beautiful. Maybe we can reach there. Like it happens on a beach in Sardinia. And you look and you think, oh my God, that looks interesting. Let's try to go there. And you know, the Bully until now has brought us anywhere without any limit whatsoever.
Even if it's so compact. So did you miss sometimes that you can't take more with you?
Not at all, not at all. And I think it's beautiful to try at least once in your lifetime an experience of living with the necessary, so exactly what you need. And that, of course, more you do it and more you train and more you become used to it. And as I said, inside this van, inside the bully, fits everything what we have needed to live one here, to work, to do sport, to eat in a very nice way, because as you have seen, I enjoy cooking, I enjoy eating. Also that it's a training to remind ourselves that what makes us happy, so basically happiness, and what we need, it's very little. And traveling exposes you to meeting other people, because when you live on the road, when you travel a lot, you have to ask things to other people, and that asking expose you to have probably wonderful evenings with strangers, people that gives you advice to enjoy nice places that you wouldn't have find on the internet or Googling.
Yeah.
So I think that like a day like we are having today, we come from two different cultures, different experiences, and this mixing is giving us both different perspectives. And I think that's special.
Which role has the bully in that kind of get together?
The bully is the best ski in the world because it's so beautiful, so iconic, that even like when you just drive a few kilometers, people are waving at you, people are smiling.
So when we drove up here, you stopped at a filling station, and I was really wondering because you hooked up to CNG, so natural gas. So I've never seen a T1 running by CNG.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that so in the moment that when we did all the restoration of the bully, as I mentioned before, sustainability was for us like a big plus. We had thought about converting it into fully electric, but the technology unfortunately was not there yet to do that. And so for us, the combination of the solar panel on the roof and using that natural gas was both a way to turn the bully into a more modern, sustainable vehicle. Hopefully in the future, maybe technology will allow us to even drive electric. But that's why it's wonderful that, you know, like to see the ID Buzz as a full electric vehicle. I'm really curious to have my hands on it.
So would you like to do a test drive?
Oh, I'd love to. Sure, why not? So that I can make you enjoy a nice, beautiful view on Lake Garda.
That sounds great.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I need to get a little bit used with it.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Especially coming directly from driving the bully.
Yeah.
From the 60s to the future in one door. How does it feel as a passenger?
It's good. I feel comfortable because I know there are so many security systems in it. So, do you think it belongs to the Buzz family?
I think it does, yeah, and especially it is a sort of a back to the future feeling. So I guess from Volkswagen perspective, it aims to achieve that. So to take those feelings, everything what the bully represents,
yeah.
and that's finally it. Okay, so here we are.
That's cool.
Thank you again for this special drive going from the 60s to the future, right?
Das war sie auch schon wieder, die Bully Love Story aus Italien. Stefano hat mir noch einen kleinen Gruß dagelassen. Bon Appetit.
Okay.
Great. It was a pleasure. Als kleine Anspielung darauf, dass mir sein Essen so gut geschmeckt hat, obwohl ich ihm vorher gesagt habe, ich mag gar keine Muscheln. Es hat Spaß gemacht, auch hier wieder durch die Gegend zu fahren, zu sehen, wie denkt jemand, der in Italien Bulli-Fan ist, warum fährt er Bulli. Aber am Ende haben wir alle die gleiche Leidenschaft, VW-Bus. Und ich freue mich drauf auf die nächste Bully Love Story. Für mich geht es jetzt in die Dolomiten. Mal schauen, was das bringt. Da könnt ihr euch schon richtig drauf freuen.